We're with Gary Bailey now. He's Sales Director at Blemain Group. Thank you for joining us. Really excited to have you on the couch, so to speak. So how have you found the FSE in London this week?
It's been a busy week. We've had a lot of interest. Certainly the stands have been busy. There's been a lot of interest about in particular cases where people are coming saying, I've got a client, I've got a customer, these are the circumstances, can you help? Have you got any products that will fit with it? Which is great, rather than just people coming saying, what do you do type thing, which is great, because at least you can show people what we can do and how we can educate the market. But it also, you can talk about real cases, real situations with people. So it's been a good time. I think some of the seminars have been excellent, the FCA, etc. Have really enlightened some parts of the broker distribution channels to exactly where they should be right now.
Now, quite exciting, and get a bit of an exclusive from you about the rebrand of the Blemain Group. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
We're rebranding. We've over the years we've had a very successful company, and in that time we've accumulated a lot of brands that have served us very well over the years. But what we decided we wanted to do some 9-12 months ago was to simplify that, so that we could go to the market with one brand, one message, and in doing that, we went through a long process. We engaged with all of our brokers, we've engaged with customers, clients, accountants, solicitors, to get an idea of what they thought we were about and what they wanted to do as a service. And we think the name that we've come up with actually sums up how we aim to do business with them. Right. And the name is Together.
Okay.
Which is an interesting name in its own right, with it being together in many ways. But we do feel that everything we do in business, whether we're trying to do along with the client together, or we're trying to work with our brokers together, right through to counter solicitors, the whole transaction won't happen unless we all work together. So that we felt was a real powerful message. But on doing that, where we kind of moulded the brand was we gone onto a new portal. We brought a new portal out and launched it in March this year. And to get through that process, we engaged with our brokers, and we come up with a portal that's actually designed by brokers for brokers. We took into account exactly what they wanted to do. We discussed about their processes, and what we did find was, for as many brokers as are out there, there's probably another process. And then when you put individuals in there as well, they change the process, and customers' reactions and discussions they have with the broker themselves, they change the process. So we built a portal that's flexible, so we've built it with them so that we can offer them a high standard service. And in doing that, it kind of, that collaborative working, that working in partnership has really set the scene of how we've moulded and shaped the brand identity of Together. So it's exciting times. They're very exciting as a business about it. It's obviously the biggest thing for us in 40 years of trading, but we think it will take us to the next level, where not only will the brand be recognised within the industry, as many of our current brands are, but it's something that can push beyond the industry for us, and that can only be good for us as a business, but also the industry as well.
Yeah, of course. Does this mean that you're going to be focusing your lending towards a different demographic now?
No. The core proposition remains the same. What we've done over the many years that we've traded is we've always tried to concentrate on the individual circumstances of the customer and be able to respond to them quickly and be able to deliver what they need in the timescales that they need. And that core proposition still remains. We see that as a key strength of our business. We don't credit score. We look at each individual case. Yes, we have sets of plans that brokers can underwrite to, because we've brought certain general kind of aspects together in plans. But overall, it's about understanding what the customer's circumstances are individually, which gives us that real strength. Whereas a lot of the mainstream lenders tend to auto-score, which automatically rejects people. And even though they could be very credit-worthy customers, and our customers are all credit-worthy customers are underserved by the mainstream lenders, and that's where, with our broad and diverse product range, we're able to provide them with the right product for them, for the property type and for the transaction type that they're looking for. So we've got a wealth of experience, 40 years of it. So although we've got a new brand, and it's a new introduction, the core proposition will always remain the same.
Yeah, of course. So how do you see the changes to the second charge regulation affecting the market then, especially when it comes to kind of being I don't know, people say it's a bit of a huge blow really when it comes to what people are expecting.
It's an interesting, it's an interesting question, and obviously you ask as many people who probably have as many different opinions.
Yeah.
But for us, we look at it as it's a great opportunity. For many years, I think the second charge market or the second mortgage market is going to be moved into over the next few months, has been unrecognised really, and hasn't probably been offered as a viable product when sometimes it should have been. With the new legislation coming through, what it does mean is brokers will need to at least make the customer aware that there are other alternatives out there. And I think savvy brokers are now looking at it and thinking, okay, I do mortgages and remortgages. Is second charge is something that I should be considering as a viable product for the customer, as well as perhaps unsecured lending as well.
Yeah.
And that way then the customer will end up with the right product, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And the brokers are now looking at their business, they're looking at what opportunities can come out of this, and we are going to see some brokers who will remain doing what they've always done.
Yeah.
But you're going to see others who think, this is an opportunity to diversify and to look at all opportunities rather than just the ones that they've always done.
Yeah.
And I think that can only be good for customers when they've got a diverse and very broad product range to select from, or have key partners, because they may go to other outside companies as packaging brokers or the like, to be able to offer products that they don't do on the main panel.
Yeah.
Again, it's all good for the customer.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us today, and enjoy the rest of the FSE, and we're looking forward to seeing together in the future.
It'll be great. I'm sure you'll like it. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Bye.